podcasters.
We do. Hello. Hello. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Big Girl Talk Show.
Yes, sir.
We are getting ready to entertain you today with Miss Nikki Edwards. We're going to chop it up with her today on Big Girl Talk. So join us in about 30 seconds. Let's get this thing started.
All right, y'all. Hello. Welcome back, y'all.
Yes.
We had to give y'all the intro.
We are here live and direct each and every Saturday
In the
3 o'clock hour. Don't play with us. We are in the 3 o'clock hour. We on time.
Our time. We're on our time.
And you're here, so we glad.
Yeah.
Amen.
Come on.
Today, we are live everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on our own Facebook pages. And we have with us today
Miss Nikki,
the lovely, the incomparable, the plus-size influencer.
Come on, introduction.
Miss Nikki Edwards. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you for having me.
Awesome.
No problem. So tell us where we can find you so we can get back into this. So we got a lot to discuss today.
Yes.
Our topic, of course, today is plus size influencer, content creator, navigating through life.
Right.
So she has been doing it for quite some time, has made a name for herself, has been a trailblazer. So we're going to get into that. So give us a little bit about yourself, Miss Nikki. What's going on?
So I'm based in Atlanta. I've been doing content for about 8 years now, heavily getting into like the plus size influencer, like fashion space in around 2021. And all of my social media handles are the same. They're all _Nikki, except for my Facebook. My Facebook is Nikki Edwards. So yeah, I'm excited and ready to get right into it.
All right. So background. I know Nikki from work. And it's been about a couple of years.
Oh, about a few years. Now that was like 2019.
Yeah.
5 or 6 years ago.
It's been a minute. And she has always been very stylish. And I was like, okay, every day at work, it was an event. With her.
Break the rules and all.
She got okay then.
You got sent home a couple times.
I already knew you was gonna be like something as far as like fashion, because it was a lot of stuff for your pieces, really, really cute. So how did you get into like the whole fashion tip? Like what was going on with it?
So I've always kind of went against the grain when it comes to fashion, like things I'm supposed to wear and don't supposed to wear.
Come on.
I always challenge the stereotypes. Like, okay, you said I can't wear this, I'm gonna wear it anyway. So that's kind of where it started, just using fashion to like express who I really am. And the way I just started recording it is because I seen like a lack of people that look like me doing like fashion hauls and showing things that, you know, we can wear, even though people say we can't wear it.
Right.
So that's kind of where it came from. And also I just like clothes. I like to look cute, and I just like to put things together and see how they go.
I get that. Now, as far as like, I really do hate that saying, because it's certain things that you should or shouldn't wear because of your size. If I can fit it,
I'm putting it on.
And if I feel like I look cute in it, it's gonna be worn outside.
Yes, that doesn't make sense to me, because if they make it in a 4X, who else supposed to wear it other than somebody who wears a 4X? Like, that don't make sense. Like, I don't think people really think about that when they say just because they make it in your size, you don't supposed to wear. Who else supposed to wear it?
Exactly. Like, who else supposed to wear it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I get that. But then you have to feel comfortable and confident in the clothes that are made in 4X that we're not supposed to wear. You have to feel comfortable and confident in it. So where did you exude your confidence from?
It's all internal. It really starts internal, because if you love yourself on the inside, it's going to show on the outside.
That's true.
If you hate yourself, you hate the way you look, it's going to show on the outside, because no matter how good it look or how like pretty like the outfit is, you're not gonna like it. And if you don't like it and show it on the outside that you like it, why would anybody else,
That's
Absolutely.
And so it really comes down to being an internal thing. And I always tell people that when I get questions like that, it's how you feel about yourself that really matters. Because if you love yourself, you think you look good, who is somebody else to tell you that you don't?
Right.
Go for it.
Right. Like if you
Absolutely.
have that, like even if somebody says you don't look good in it, it shouldn't deter you from wearing it because you feel good in it. Or you think you look good.
Like my leopard dress.
No, not
me
exactly like the leopard dress. Sometimes
Exactly.
it's over for certain pieces.
Fashion is subjectable though. Is very subjectable.
I had this one piece
for 25
Shut
years.
your face. It was only 10.
Timeless, classic, vintage.
Vintage. Thank you.
What if it's faded?
Shut up.
I'm just.
Sometimes stuff that look distressed, this is like a distressed type vibe.
Oh my God. I can't
washed. They call it washed. Washed.
Come on, distress.
Room for everything.
So what is your particular style? Is it more or less like dainty? What would you describe as your style?
I kind of like to say it's kind of like chic street glam, because there are some times where I want to put on like a jumpsuit, like, well, not a jumpsuit, but like a sweatsuit. But then I put on like some earrings and put a cute purse with it. Then that'll give it the street vibe with the sweatsuit, but also like the girly glam vibe with the earrings and stuff. I don't like to dress too like tomboyish because I'm really naturally girly as a person. So I kind of like try to mix those two together. So just to give you a straight answer, I'll say like glam chic.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
What's one fashion statement that you would never do again or have not tried or don't want to try?
Let's see. Okay. I have probably a couple pieces in my closet, the cold shoulders. And the reason I don't really like the cold shoulders is because growing up, like as a plus size girl looking for clothes, a lot of our clothes had the cold shoulders in it. I'm like, do you think that's all we supposed to wear is the cold shoulders? Like,
right.
That's true.
And they would think they would eat when they put that in the store. Like, come on, like, no. So I have a couple things that have cold shoulders, but yeah, I don't. It just has to be really cute for me to wear it. Like,
okay,
that's one thing. And prints. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to prints because that's another thing that they threw on plus size clothes all the time. So if it's a really cute print, like if it's like a cute floral print or something like that, I'll put it on. But polka dots, nah.
Okay. Stripe. Run away from polka dots.
What about stripe?
Stripe. Okay, I'll wear stripes if they're like the big ones, like the big stripes.
Okay.
And they're not like alternating colors. I could do that. They have to be like, vertical stripes. I could do the vertical stripes. But the ones that go like horizontal, they kind of, I don't know.
I heard big plus size women are not supposed to wear the horizontal stripes. They make you look wider.
Oh, I wear them. I don't care. I just had on a turtleneck the other day.
It just depends. I guess it really comes down to like the size of the lines. Because if they're like the bigger stripes, that could be okay. But the little smaller ones, I just personally don't like it. I've seen it look good on other people. Just for me personally, I don't really like the little smaller ones. I try it on sometimes because like I have such a diverse audience and people like different things. But as far as like an outfit I'm wearing out, I probably wouldn't.
I know wrong with it. All right. So in doing your content creating, how much time do you actually spend on each one of your platforms, like creating this content? Or I see that you do a lot of trying on things to let everybody know how it fits, or does it fit, or does it even look right? How much time do you actually spend on each one of your platforms?
Oh, so that's a really loaded question because it's a lot of moving parts that come that goes into like the video, the video you all see. So before like I post a video, there's picking the clothes out. So I have to pick out the clothes. Like for different like brands, I actually have to shop and tell them the things that I want. So that takes a while because I try to get things that I feel not only I would like, but other people would like. So it's that. So it's the planning part, then it's the filming part, then it's editing, and then posting. So I would say it's well over like what would be considered a full-time job because it yeah, I would say it's over 40 hours a week. I know that for sure.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot that goes into it. That's why when people say content creation is not a real, it really is a real job because it's a lot of moving parts to it.
Oh wow.
But the posting part is the easy part because like you shop, you've planned the content, you've recorded. Posting is easy, and I cross post everything. So I posted on TikTok, and then I immediately posted on Instagram, and then I immediately probably posted on Facebook. So that's the easy part.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's 40 hours.
it's a lot goes into it, and people, because I still work a full-time job too. I
Yeah.
usually do all of my content like after working on my off days. Well, off from this job, from the 9 to 5 job. So it's a lot. It's a lot of time that's invested.
Goodness.
I know I've seen you've had what is it, sponsorships, or you've been ambassadors to different companies. What talk about that experience?
I love that. So, I like shopping anyway. That kind of goes in hand with the fashion thing. So, I first started collabing with companies back. I think I got my first sponsorship in like 2022, like early 2022.
Okay.
And it first started off like as a gifting basis. And I liked that because honestly, like that was like right after COVID, I couldn't really afford to like get clothes the way I wanted to. And that was a way for me to be able to get clothes, to supply that need. Supply that need. So I started that. I think my first company was this brand called Seldress. Was it Seldress? No, it was Blushmark. It was Blushmark. And I remember they sent me a contract. I didn't really know what I was reading. I read it, but I was like, you know what? I just want the clothes. Now I'm a little bit more mindful of contracts and stuff that I sign. So from there, it kind of like progressed into being paid from some brands. I still take gifted from some brands too, like clothes wise, if I, really like the brand and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how I started. Now I've worked with so many different companies. I try to keep a list, but it's hard for me to keep a list. And I know one of my longest running ones has been Shein. And I actually just realized that today. I've been working with Shein for 2 years now. I started in 2023. Yeah, I really love them. They're really cool.
So when you work with these brands or are an ambassador or sponsorship or have a sponsorship with them, of course they're gonna, gift or whatever. How does your haul work for them? Because what if you don't like a piece that they actually send you? Like, do you still have to give a good review, or are they just basically paying you to review
No,
anyway?
so that's no shade to other influencers, but that's kind of what sets me apart. Whatever I'm posting, whatever I'm doing a review on, I'm going to give my 1000% honesty because people trust me and they trust my opinion. So I'm not going to tell them something is good if I hate it. And even if I can't fit something, I still show it to them like, hey, I still, record it like this is this piece. I can't fit it. I tell them like why it didn't fit. Like if I can still put it on and show it, but if I can't put it on, I still, show the item. No, I still, and I think they know that now. And any brand who approaches me, I would have assumed they've already seen my content. And I've given Shein bad reviews before. If I don't like something, I'm gonna tell it because I'm not gonna have somebody spending money on something that's terrible. So
yeah, because I know they can't think that it's going to be all good reviews. I mean, hopefully they will want your honest opinion anyway, regardless, and then work from there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we got Allison. She's in here with us. So please make sure, we're just going to take a moment. You coming in anywhere, type in BGT in the comments. So let us know that you see us, that you hear us, that you're going to be communicating. We're talking with Miss Nikki Edwards today in regards to navigating life, being a plus size content creator.
Yes.
You have to say it like that because it sounds important. It is.
Yes, and I also
like
have put the
official.
BGT link in the comments over here on my personal Facebook page if you want to join us on the BGT page so that you can talk with Miss Nikki and ask questions as well. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. So awesome. You got some.
I want to get into. I know we're talking about as far as like being a content creator. Now, life itself.
Right.
how do you navigate through that? Because you have a relationship, you have a 9 to 5, then you're a content creator. How do you like balance all of that? Is spending time with your man, spending time by yourself,
with your
family. How do you do that?
Honestly, by the grace of God, honestly.
Come on, Lord.
Listen, we got 24 hours in a day. I just have to structure my days and plan them out and follow those plans just so that I can get everything in. I don't ever feel rushed unless because I'm low-key a big procrastinator. So that's the only time I feel rushed. Like sometimes I'll wait till deadlines and I have to like do stuff really quick. But yeah, it just comes down to planning. Like I try not to do any work on the weekends because the weekends I am usually with my boyfriend. So I try not to do any work on the weekends and to try to like actually take that time to whether I'm going to visit family. Holidays, I always visit family. Like I'm going to be with family. I'm not doing any work. If I'm on vacation, I'm not doing any work. And he helps with that a lot too because we went on vacation. When we went on vacation last year, I thought I was gonna film everything. I thought I took all my camera, everything. He was like, he was like, no, this is vacation. I'm like, dang, I want to show the people. But it just comes down to like planning and prioritizing and just having a schedule and following that schedule. It's not that hard because of I have certain days where I film, so I don't film stuff every single day. So I have my set filming days, and then after I do that, I can like edit between time. Like if me and him want to go out somewhere, I can go out and then I can edit or something like that. So yeah, it just comes down to structure and planning and sticking with it. Yeah, just sticking with it with the prior.
That's good. Come on, Boo said, don't bring them camera.
Yeah, and I'm like, I packed up everything. Like I took my camera, I took tripods, I took lights, and he was watching me pack all this stuff. Like, yeah, no, this ain't happening.
Not the whole production. The whole production going on vacation too.
Yeah, I'm low key a workaholic. Like because I love content creation in general, so I just always look for opportunities to film stuff. But yeah, you gotta know when to take a break. Because if you don't, you're gonna burn out and you're not gonna love it anymore.
That's true.
Yeah. Taking breaks are very important.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Those breaks are detrimental. They are very much needed.
Yeah.
Ellison said, if a brand reaches out to you to collab, what is the first thing to do after reaching out to a brand?
So if a brand reaches out to me, when I get the emails, I kind of have like a little system I use because there's like a high rate of people trying to scam you and pretending like there's some companies. I always check the email first. So I see what email they emailed me from, and then I'll look up their brand. So if it's a clothing company, obviously I'm going to see if they sell plus size clothes. Because sometimes these brands will see you have like a big number of followers, or you doing like you have really good numbers, and they don't even have plus size. They just reach out. So I make sure they have plus size. I make sure that they're legit companies. See if they have plus size, and I have scripts in my phone in my notes. Like I have one that I send to companies that reach out to me. So I'll send that to them like, thank you for reaching out. And if it's something that aligns with me and my brand, I'll say, something to the nature of, I love to promote your products. And I'll send them my media kit and send them my rates. And we just start from there.
Oh, she professional.
Okay.
She professional.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, I always send the rates first. And with the rates, my rate that's listed on my media kit is higher than the minimum that I accept just to give room for negotiation.
All right.
Y'all hear that? It's always room for negotiation.
Everything is negotiable. Even if
everything
is negotiable.
I definitely do believe
I
that.
love that.
Come on.
Teach us
Yeah.
now.
I know. I mean, I know ain't nobody about to reach out to me to put on no necklaces or nothing.
No,
But
you never know. Like at minimum, you can get something for free because even when I didn't have as many like subscribers and followers as I have now, you still can get stuff for free because end of the day, they just want the exposure.
that's
Yeah.
true.
And I always give usage rights, meaning that they can take the video and use it in their advertisements too. And that's how they kind of make up for giving out free product. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's always room. You can always get
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I like free. You like free?
Listen, I love
Yeah.
free.
I love free.
Interesting.
Listen, I don't like to pay for stuff anyway, so that works
Oh,
out.
Lord
That works out.
God. Now with this whole brand, I heard what is it, brand ambassadors and all that good stuff. Being a content creator, before getting in your relationship, did you have to let him know, like, hey, this is what I do, or did he already know? How was that conversation kind of going into letting him in your world, basically?
So funny enough, he told me that he had already saw me on his For You page before
Oh,
we
come on.
even were introduced to each other. And yeah, I be open about it, and he can kind of see like everything that I do on social media, and if it's anything that I feel will not be disrespectful, but if it's something like lingerie related. When I was
Okay.
single, I would just post it, because I'm single, I could do that. But if it's something, I try to do it a little bit more respectful, and I always, ask him. He's gonna say yes, of course, because he knows it's a job. But just having that line of communication, that
Right.
yeah.
So he
And
can
even
be
with the show we
aware.
did,
Mhm.
even with the show that we did, when they first approached me about doing the show, I told him because he's very introverted, he's very quiet, he doesn't have like a really big social presence now. He's kind of like to himself. And I told him, I was like, hey, if you don't want to do the show, if you don't want to be, out there like that, I'm 1000% behind you. You don't have to do it. But he saw it as a good opportunity for both of us, to kind of get out there because he actually has a podcast too that
Okay.
they're going to be starting back doing. So he knows that he's one day going to get back out there. But yeah, just keeping that good line of communication open.
How was the show? How was that experience?
It was so fun. It was a really fun experience because I felt kind of like I was on Loving Hip Hop a little bit because
Okay.
we had like the mics on and like the cameras and the lights, and it was really fun. And then to see all of it come together, it was a really great experience.
Yeah.
And it's still like they rerun it every now and then, so that was really fun. He actually enjoyed doing that too, so that was
And what
cool.
was the name of the show?
It was called Love Don't Judge.
Love Don't Judge. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any backlash from the episode?
Yeah. And see, it doesn't bother me because I get like hundreds, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say hundreds. I get hundreds of like hate comments every single day. So, it didn't bother me. I was more so worried about it bothering him, but it doesn't bother him. But yeah, that
Because people
we
gonna
got a
talk
lot of
about shit
backlash
regardless.
because of the terminology that was used. So the producers, they use the term mixed weight relationship, and they
What?
didn't mixed weight relationship, meaning someone who's plus size dating someone who's not plus size.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they didn't people like and who watched the show, they didn't like that term, and that came with a lot of backlash. But yeah, it people they don't talk their crap, so
They
Yeah,
are.
that's
always.
that's what they do. They do.
All right. So Allison is asking, what was the most you made in a month from content creation?
I never really added that up. I'll say the most I've made in a month was probably around 5,000, and that was like at the end of because Q4, like October, November, December, are like really big shopping months because on
Mhm.
like the holidays, and people are needing stuff to wear for like holiday parties and stuff. So
Yep.
I make a lot of like affiliate sales in those months, and brands they offer more money during those months because they need more marketing. So yeah, I think the most has probably been around 5,000.
Okay, sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds good.
Very lucrative.
So within the line of work of content creating, are you looking at doing any other type of modeling?
Yeah, I would like to do probably like print modeling. I don't think I would want to do like runway
Mm-hmm.
modeling because I have anxiety, and if I walk out and see those people, it will
Mm.
probably a little scary. Because I could do this like camera. When I'm behind
Yeah.
the camera, it's only me. I'm talking to the camera. But if I'm looking at like a whole lot of people, that would be a little scary. But yeah, I did
I
used to
see.
model. When I first got here to Atlanta, I used to model, but I had a couple bad experiences with some creepy photographers here, so I kind of
Mm.
like took a step back from that. But if the opportunity presents itself, I would definitely be open to doing more modeling.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So let's go back to you in your relationship really fast. So I was wanting to know because you said he told you up front that he has already saw you on social media or what have you. So it wasn't a real transition for you to bring him into your life because he already knew what you were doing.
Mm.
How is it that you could differentiate from him being there for you or just possibly being there for clout?
Mm.
Uh, Mainly because he's not really into social media, so he wasn't trying to like. I didn't feel he was trying to use me to like boost his own numbers. I have had guys in the past that tried to date me, and then within a couple of days, can you post this for me? Can you do that for me?
Oh
Like I've
wow.
had those experiences, but with him, he never came off like that. He never even asked me to like post him or even be in my videos. I actually asked him any videos that we've been in together. I've asked him to do them with me. So yeah, he never gave me that. He never gave me like fetish vibes or anything like that.
Those be creepy, don't they? The fit.
Girl,
Oh my goodness.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it at all because you can always tell. People always ask, how can you tell when someone is fetishizing you? You can tell because they're always going to talk about your rate. They're always going to like. It's a difference between being affectionate and touching on you and
Mhm.
being creepily like, oh, I love this, you know, type stuff.
Yes.
So, it's a difference.
Yes.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be nobody
definitely
with plus size fantasy.
Oh my
I don't want
God.
that.
I've
That's
ex-
disgusting.
I've
And I always
experienced
wonder,
it.
like, you thought I would be attracted to that? You thought that would be
Right.
impressive to me that you want to try me? No,
Ew. Oh
no.
no. So
Listen,
cringe.
I've
Like, have
been
you no
through.
shame?
So cringe.
I've been through that in so many dating instances where they was like,
Yeah.
I've never dated a big girl before, but
And it won't
I'm
be
not
your
about to
And
be
I'm
first.
not
your
gonna be your
first.
first one.
What do you mean?
That's just like a
No.
white man saying that he's never dated a black one. He think we exotic or something. What the
Yeah,
hell?
Right.
no, that's so cringe and
It
no.
really
Yeah, I don't like
is.
that.
And in many instances where there is like a fetish or whatever, and I hate it because it doesn't come off that like that at first.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
You really think that there's a genuine like and interest in you until you're getting into the situation, y'all are becoming intimate, and now it's evident.
Right.
Oh, I
There's
love this about your body. Oh, I love this about your body. And it's just like, is that it?
And there's one key thing you can do to test people to see if they have a fetish.
Let's
Tell them
go.
you're going to lose weight. Tell them you're going to lose weight.
Let's
And
go.
their reaction will tell you everything. If
Yeah.
they tell you, it's a difference between them saying, you know, you could do it if you want to. Because that's how my partner is. If I say I want to lose weight, he's like, yeah, you can do it. But if I also don't feel like, you know, doing anything, he don't push that on me.
Mm-hmm.
So and it works that way in reverse. So if someone has a fetish, they will encourage you not to lose weight, and they'll say, "Oh, please don't lose weight. Don't lose weight." And some of them
Yeah.
will even tell you, "I'm gonna leave you if you lose weight." Those
Yeah.
are the people that have a fetish.
I've had somebody tell me that for real.
Ew.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, so you just want to be fat? Just
Yeah.
fat. All that.
Yeah. Nah, you gotta go because like bodies, they fluctuate. You could be one size one year, another size
That's true.
another year.
That's
So
true.
yeah, you gotta have somebody who don't want you because of your size, because that could go either way. That could change.
That's
So
wild.
let's think about it like this. What if you are talking to someone that only dates or have only dated plus size or BBW or whatever, SSB, whatever the title may be. I hate all of those damn titles.
Yeah.
But I really do. I mean, it's still putting us in a classification. Like if you are from 180 to 200, you're a regular plus size, or if you know what I'm saying, if you over that, then you are a BBW, and then over that is what you mean super size? I'm not fucking
I kind of steered away from that terminology. I used to use that terminology, but I've kind of like steered away from it because I don't really no.
That pisses me off. I'm sorry.
Right.
And it really, honestly, it came from like used in like spicy sites. That's the term that they would use on those sites to help people find like people who look like us. Yeah. And it just kind of came into mainstream life.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it got cringy real quick.
It really did, because everything that you did or everything, like any site that you were on, oh, you're pretty to be a BBW, but you're SS. I'm like, okay, come on,
pretty to be a big girl. You're asking to get hit.
Pretty to be a big girl.
Pretty to be a big girl. Why can't I be pretty?
Just that simple.
Yeah. That one, and you got pretty face. Ugh.
I didn't know what to say.
That pisses me off, and that's not to say, you guys, that anybody else have never heard that terminology. You're pretty to be dark skinned. You're pretty to be a whatever.
Yeah.
But when it comes to being a plus size woman, it's a whole nother discriminatory categories all around.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to deal with a lot. Like, good gracious. If you want to lose weight, then you're not true to yourself. If you don't want to lose weight, then you don't want to be healthy. I'm like,
yeah.
What else can I do?
People are never satisfied. That's the bottom line. People are never satisfied, and somebody always got something to say. And I try not to be mad at it because I always got something to say too. But people gonna always have something to say.
That's true. So we do have a question from Allison. Allison got the questions coming on.
Allison,
come on. Will you ever have a class to assist people with content creation, editing, recording, etc.?
Oh, that's a great question. I actually am already currently working on that. So it's going to be called TKN University, and it's going to have it's going to have an ebook for people who are beginning to be into content creation, people who are already in it but need fine tuning if you need help reaching out to companies. And yeah, I'm gonna have a workbook. That is actually already something. Like I already have everything. I'm waiting on like my LLC to be approved and everything. So yeah, that's already in the works, girl. It's coming.
Already in the works.
Yep.
So you gotta make sure that you stay connected.
Definitely stay connected because it's definitely coming very soon.
That's what's up. So, misconceptions about dating big girls. Let's just get into that. Now, I know we talked briefly yesterday about this video that this man put out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They think that we gonna let them move in with us, that we just gonna be giving them money, that we gonna take care of them. And I don't know who told, because I hate that some plus size women are actually like that. Like they'll do whatever for somebody just to have somebody. Like you can't get a 4 for 4 from me. Like no, I'm not giving you anything.
4 for 4.
They said that another like stereotype. Oh, you date big girls during the wintertime because it's cold outside. You date them during tax time, bro. Like.
You will always believe that I'm broke.
I never tell people when I have money.
Listen, no,
ever.
Yeah,
what's that?
Those are some of, and those are also things you have to like navigate through and kind of check to see if the person that you want are those type of people, like the little podcast bros, like the video that we seen. Yeah, and another reason is like sexually, they'll want. Yeah, no. Those are a lot of different stereotypes. And I try not to like really get into those because I'm not like that. That's not me.
Yeah, and
Right.
it's a lot of us that are not like that, but because it has been portrayed so much
That's what we
in
got.
in the society, that's basically what they expect of us. And I'm like, when you get someone different like us, like we're not about to do that. Oh, you think you better than? No, I'm just not dealing with your shenanigans.
Right.
And I think if
Don't
if
have
plus size women as a collective would stop pandering to those type of people and stop falling for those type of people in those situations, it
Hmm.
that negative connotation that we have would kind of fade out, because just theoretically any woman can be like that.
That's true.
Any woman can buy love or something like that, but they look at us and think that we're desperate so they have a better chance of
right.
succeeding with us. When no, I'm sorry, it don't work
Absolutely
like that
not
over
true.
here. It don't
I
work
think
over here.
that I fell for a lot of things back in my day.
Mhm.
But when you come to the realization of who you are,
Come
like you
on.
no longer have to be that person.
Sure.
I never tried to buy love, but I absolutely tried to help somebody become themselves. And you know what I'm saying? And I held down relationships. But I
Mhm.
absolutely didn't have to buy your love. You either wanted to be there or you did.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. I've overlooked a couple of things in my self discovery and discovering my self worth.
Mhm.
I can definitely admit that, but
Mm-mm.
I have never taken care of no grown ass
I'm
men.
not doing not for you to be with me.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Like no,
no.
absolutely not. Like,
Mm-mm.
and people are so bold. Men can be very very bold. If you want me to be with you, this is what I require. Okay, princess.
The
Right.
sassiness. The sassiness.
Talking to.
No.
And that's right. But no, how you gonna require something from me that you don't even have
You
yourself or
don't
can't even acquire
have.
yourself? Come
You can't
on.
even provide it for yourself. So
Right.
they try to see us as like a come up. No.
No, not
Mm-mm.
happening.
You gotta have to already be up when you come over here. So
Fucking with me, you're gonna be dealing with what is it, quicksand. You
no.
would never
The answer is
come up
no.
off me.
Mm-mm. That's what a lot of
No.
women do. We have a comment or a question that says, "Isn't that what a lot of women do?" It could possibly be true.
Right, it could
That's
be
what a
true.
lot of women do. But we're speaking on our own experiences.
Right.
Mhm.
I have never gave a man money to be with me. Now, the difference was of what I did do
Mm-hmm.
was I did invite him to live with me because we were in a relationship and I couldn't go live with him. And then
The transition was easier.
right. So I did hold down a relationship when he was unable to work or didn't work or what have you.
Right.
But the point of me paying him to be with me, that's a no. I didn't
That's
shower
okay.
him with gifts to be with me. I didn't do something because he said, "Oh, if you don't do this, I'm not gonna be with you."
Right.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Now, whoever is doing that, hats off to you. I mean, that's up to you.
It might
But
work for them.
I'm not. I can't be put in that box.
Mm-mm.
That's not the box that I can be put in.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
You can help people out from a space of love, but
Exactly.
when that love turns into them using you, that's when the problems come in.
Exactly.
It's oh god, there is so much.
You can dissect that all in itself. Like it's
Yeah.
as long as I love you, you can get what I got if it's benefiting us.
Us.
Yeah.
Us.
Yes.
If it starts to just be benefiting you, like my cash app just keep going off in your direction, it's
Yep. Time to cut that cord.
I'm passing out.
it's
Passing it.
it's time to cut it out.
Cut
As soon as
that
No,
cord.
so stop asking me for $5 for lunch. Cause we
stop.
Listen.
After that, then what you doing?
right.
No.
See,
Have you ever had to cut off somebody?
Yeah. Yes, I've had that happen before. Like it was this guy, right? And I partially blame myself because I approached him and we was having conversations or whatever, and it hadn't even been that long, and he hit me with that, oh, I wish I could, what's that he said something like, oh, I wish I could smoke but I don't get paid till Friday. And in my mind, like, you
that's
gonna wait till
subliminal
Friday?
stuff.
And then he asked me for like $10. I'm like, I can't be with you asking me for $10. No, he got blocked because why is you asking me for $10?
Cause why? And I probably didn't know you what a week.
It's
Yes.
the oh I
Holidays?
wish. It's
A
the
few
oh
years
I wish.
Oh, I
for me.
wish.
A few years ago, it was this guy, like me and him had been like talking really, really heavy. Like we wasn't in a relationship, but we had been talking like kind of heavy. And one day, and he just looked way less attractive to me. He was like, "I'm really, really hungry." I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. He's like, "Can
You
you
better
order
eat
me
me.
pizza? I can't do
You better eat
nothing."
me, bitch.
No, I can't.
I get real disrespectful with stuff like that because look.
Because what was you doing before I met you?
Right?
Like,
How did you
I
eat?
can't do this.
Like, how did you
What
eat?
you gonna do
How
about
did
it?
you smoke before you met me?
How did
Like,
you get the word?
right?
Exactly. No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
The
you
answer
did
is
your
no.
part. And we have another comment. This is just because you didn't do it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Women make money the purpose. So now I'm thinking that you're saying when you said earlier that isn't that what women do, I think you referring to where us asking men for money? Because the second comment is what's making me think that. So, and I didn't do that either. Let me tell you something. In my relationship,
I get what you're saying.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to say that women do that as well as some men out there do that. So in my relationships, I don't ask you for nothing. Let me see. I've been working since I was 15 years old at a job. Maybe not the same job, but I've been at a job since I was 15 years old.
Listen.
I don't have to ask a man for any money. Not saying I don't need a man, because I definitely do. I need somebody to take the trash out. I need somebody to wash my car.
Period.
I need somebody to get my oil change. I do.
Come on,
and I need
gender
somebody to
roles.
lay it down in the bedroom. I do.
Come on, gender roles.
But I don't need your money. That's
Listen, I love
that's the difference.
I don't need your money.
Now, there are some women and some men that do so purposely date to get stuff out of other people.
It is.
That's not what we're saying. We're saying if you want to do that, if you want to take care of somebody, by all means, them your sons. I can't tell you what to do with your dividends.
Some women just go on dates to eat.
Exactly.
Some women do that.
I've never been a type. It's just
No.
not me. I can't do that.
They don't understand that it is some women, maybe a handful, that just don't act like it.
Right.
Yeah.
But because of the mass majority,
they done been played by so many women that they can't see nothing beyond it. I never made somebody pay for anybody else's mistakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
you. I've been guilty.
Not intentionally. I'm not gonna do it.
God's still working on me.
He's still working on me.
It's just a work in progress. It's a work.
A work in progress. Thank you, Nikki.
Amen. We've come to an agreement. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. So that's what the understanding was, because women do it. Men, okay, I get you. I get
saying that men do it. He's saying that some women out there do it too.
Right.
Totally understand that. But if you're giving up them funds
willingly,
then
I'm not gonna turn away no cash.
Yes. No, it's not cool. It's not cool at all. Intentionally or naturally, it's not cool at all. I definitely agree with that. But we're just saying that we're not the ones that are doing it.
Right.
I can't speak for whoever.
Nobody
whoever else is doing it.
We just said me, myself, Jamila, and Nikki are saying we got no types.
No, like I don't even understand. How can you even just sit there through a whole date with somebody that you don't like?
That you don't like.
I can't do that. That's wasting my time and wasting your time. Now, with my relationship, I'm not with, because another misconception of my relationship, people think that he's broke. And that's another thing they say about women who are dating, who are plus size. They think that he's broke. He literally has his own money. Now, I don't just like ask him for stuff. Like, it has to be reciprocal, right? So with me, I don't ask him for money. Like, I ask him to like buy me something. Like if I want like a cup or something, like, hey, will you buy me this? And yeah, that's kind of how it works, but it's always reciprocal. I'm not just taking from him.
Yeah.
So it has to be a balance.
We do stuff because we want to.
I'm gonna get there anyway. Right. But you're not about to use me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm about to do that. Miss, somebody need your money. Help me with some of these bills.
Let's split them in half. You ain't talking about you, Allison, because you married. You got a husband out here. A single folks.
That 50-50 talk. That's the conversation that's always there.
You're single. I had that conversation.
You single until you married?
I don't like that term.
You can be, what is that? Sorry. What is that? Monogamous with a person. Yes. But he's not entitled to anything of yours, and you're not entitled to anything of theirs. Therefore, you're just being monogamous with this one person. You're not married.
But you're technically not single. You're dating.
Yeah, you're dating. I don't like the reason I don't like the term single until married, because when you're single, you don't have to like take anyone else into consideration. Like you can talk to whomever you want to. Because when I'm single, I'm fully single. Like I can talk to who I want to. I can hang out with who I want to. But if I'm in a relationship, that changes because I date. I only date one person at a time or talk to. Well, even before I was in a committed, I am in a committed relationship. I only dated and talked to one person at a time. That was just me. But when you're in a committed relationship, I don't like to say that I'm single. You're IRS single, you're tax single. But if you say you're single, it's kind of giving the idea and the notion that you could do whatever you want to do. And some men will take that literally. Like if you say you're single to married, and they'll take that literally. And if they do something, they'll say, "Oh, well, you said I'm single to married," But yeah, that's just kind of how I look at it.
You're right. I guess I'm thinking of the levels of the relationship. But yeah. Okay. All right.
I like when I do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because now, if you say you single, you single. If I'm single, I'm single. So
true that. Yeah. I am definitely listening. Okay. Next. Now, in regards to the whole like content creation, now I know you said that you have a 9 to 5. Have you thought about quitting that and going full-time content creating?
Yeah, that was going to be something that I was really about to do like very soon, but I'm waiting now. I'm kind of like pushing that back just to see what's going to happen with like the TikTok ban and stuff. Cause I make a lot of money on TikTok. So if TikTok really goes away, I would kind of have to like pivot a little bit and, change up some stuff. But it could work, because I could just change my Instagram rates and make them a little higher. It could work, but I would need more time to plan that out. Currently, I had planned to have the income from TikTok. So I was like going to do it like very, very soon. Like it was probably going to be like at the end of this month. But now, I'm kind of like restructuring it. But yeah, that is definitely something that I want to do like full time. Like I love it. It's my passion.
See, TikTok has brought a lot of people a lot of income.
Right.
And it's dying tomorrow. Supposedly.
Yeah, so I'm just waiting to see what's gonna happen with that. And even as long as if they take it offline, right? If they don't take it offline, then there'll be a chance that it can, it'll be okay. But if they take it offline and bring it back, then the algorithm is gonna change. So I would have to wait to see how, like, is my video still gonna get pushed to the people that wants to see it? Is my followers still gonna see my stuff? So it's a lot of like things that are kind of like uncertain right now when it comes to that. So yeah, that is definitely something. Even if it don't happen as soon as I want it to, it is definitely still something that I'm gonna be pushing to do. So yeah.
Right. So I'm glad that you didn't move out of timing, because what if you had already done all of this? And then they talking about removing it.
Yeah, that would have been a little kind of bad, but I've been a little bit more. Yeah, I've been a little more responsible, like when it comes to saving. So I still would have been okay if I had already, because I honestly was about to put in my notice like probably like a week or so ago. But I waited. Yeah, I waited. But I would have been okay. I just would have had to, change some things up. And that's also when it what brings in my when she asked about me like teaching how to do it, that brings that into play as well. So I'm just pushing the timeline of that up, like getting that up and running sooner, because that's another stream.
Yeah.
So how much would change? Let's just say if TikTok would, disappear or whatever, or be offline, that you had to take your entire thing to Instagram or Facebook. Which one would you choose to be your main platform?
Honestly, Right now, Facebook does pay me, but it doesn't pay anything close to what TikTok did. Not even a percentage. But Instagram, I only get paid from brand deals on there. The platform itself doesn't pay me. So
Oh,
I would
okay.
probably put a little bit more emphasis on Facebook and YouTube. Of the three, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, YouTube pays the best, but I'm not monetized on there yet. So I would put more emphasis on Facebook as of right now, because that's the platform next to TikTok that was paying me from the platform themselves, not from like
Okay.
brand deals, but from the platforms themselves.
Right.
I would do that, but also try to like put more work into YouTube to get monetized on there. So yeah.
So with being a plus size content creator, have you reached or not reached, but have you noticed or kind of come into like discrimination with smaller content creators as far as like being fashion and all that stuff, brand deals? Have you
Yeah,
reached
yeah, definitely. Even comparing myself to other plus size people, other plus size girls, some companies want the more aesthetically pleasing type of plus size girl, like the ones that have like the flat stomachs and just curvy. They
that?
want that aesthetic, because if you look on like websites, like if you look on, not the name drop, but if you look on like Torrid, Lane Bryant, Ashley Stewart, the models that they have on there are going to be the smaller models. You don't see models like that look like me that has like a bigger stomach and bigger
Mm-hmm.
arms and stuff. So they are definitely presented with more opportunities along with smaller girls, because a lot of brands don't even carry like anything beyond a large, extra large, if you're lucky. But yeah, they are definitely presented with more opportunities, and especially on Instagram, because Instagram is where companies like to be a little bit more aesthetic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a uphill battle. I put it that way.
Because I know currently, what is her name? Oh my God,
Is it somebody?
Samira.
Samira.
Yeah.
Like
I
she's
love her.
really doing the footwork
Yeah,
in
she called
regards
them
to.
out. She called them out, and I'm here for it, because why don't you sell the plus size in the stores? Why we gotta order everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love her. She does a really great job of calling out these brands. I'm here for it.
She's so talented. Like not only she's doing that, she's a rapper, she's a singer. She just got done like singing the national anthem.
And on top of
She's
all that, she went
everywhere.
to Harvard. She has
Hmm.
a degree from Harvard. So yeah, she's very talented, very smart.
And she's getting a lot of backlash from people. Of course, it's the typical backlash.
Right.
If the store doesn't have your sizes, then lose weight. Okay, sure. Let me blink my eyes and be a size 2. Okay,
Exactly.
like it's a
In the
work in progress.
meantime, I still need to wear clothes.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the
Like you don't
meantime
supposed
for
to
me.
wear
Right.
clothes until you're a certain size. That's just crazy.
That's wild, baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And if they advertise being so inclusive and stuff, you need to be fully inclusive, not just inclusive on the website.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Now, when we're talking about the backlash and all the things like that, people love going digging up stuff about your background, about whatever,
Mhm.
just trying to see stuff. How do you keep your private life private?
Um, when I noticed, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm gonna be 100 y'all. When my numbers started going up higher, I deleted anything on my page that could be problematic. The only way that you can find it is if you have connections at like Facebook or Instagram or something to access
Right.
like deleted stuff. But and honestly, even then I wasn't like super problematic. Um but I just, anything that I feel could be used like against me, anything that I feel that is only, you know, on a need to know basis, I don't post it. Anything that
Mhm.
I want to be comfortable posting. Like I share some health related stuff, but when it comes to like health related stuff with finances, I try not to like post a lot about that and kind of keep people from building parasocial relationships with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
That makes
you just
sense.
basically it just pretty much filter anything that doesn't need to be
Yeah,
online.
yeah. Because you can be private. And I had a conversation with my sister. I hope she's not watching this right now. But I had a conversation with her about a private relationship, because I said I consider my relationship to be private. She said it's not private. Y'all literally did a whole TV show. And I feel it's private because I don't post like intimate details. Like, I don't post about any arguments. I don't post like bedroom details. I don't post anything like that. Like, I post the good stuff.
Right.
I post all the good stuff, and I don't post like any like struggles or anything. Not that I don't, have big relationship problems anyway, but I don't post any, like, if I get mad at him for doing something, I don't post it on Facebook. So I feel that it's private in that sense of people don't know like intimate details. So I just kind of like keep the world separate. And I do that even with my 9-to-5 job. I keep it separate. I don't talk about my job. I've been on my job for like 3 years, and it's a really well-known company and nobody knows over. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense because, of course, I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people do actually post every detail about their relationship. Like, let's just say if they had an argument with their mate or whatever, and they just blast them on social media, and then about another day or two, I'm back with.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
You deleted. I mean, we didn't read it, right?
And that opens people up. That opens people up to being in your business.
So what?
It opens people up to being in your business, because I have had a very public relationship before, and when it crashed and burned on social media. And I was trying to like get over, like I was trying to heal and stuff, and people was constantly DMing me asking me about it. What happened? I'm like, and I blame myself for that because I put them in a group chat. And going into this relationship that I'm in now, I told myself I'm not doing that again. I'm not. And it was a while before I even like posted him on my social media. And because I had to even think about, doing that, because I just don't want to have a relationship as public as I did before when it came to me posting everything on there. Yeah. Just try to kind of keep them separated.
You definitely have to keep it separated. But sometimes it is a little difficult because you want to brag, or what I'm saying, you want to share the good stuff. Like she said,
yeah. You can share the good stuff.
No, my boo is here with me.
My baby brought me some good others.
Yep. You share the good stuff. Don't share the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's just horrible. I hate when people go on there and tell everything, and then an hour later they done delete, because everybody on there, you should delete this. You should.
And then what they say, I ain't deleting that.
Yep, they said they ain't deleting nothing. I read everything. Like
I need the threads. I'm in the threads.
The other people, absolutely. I'm going on everybody comment. I want to read it all.
I don't like nothing and I don't comment, but I be reading.
People do this. I need to know everything. I don't even know these people, but
I know they'll look at me crazy because I look at them crazy. Like, if you go in here and blast somebody and talk about them, tell everybody, the whole world, how he done cheated on you, then you get pregnant for him. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? So I know people look at me the same way. So I'm not even gonna give them the chance or the opportunity.
We done dug in your brain today. Allison, top commenter today. Listen,
I love it. This has been awesome. You have shared some really good nuggets.
Yes,
and
definitely.
then sharing about your life. I just love it. Amen.
Truly inspirational to me because, of course, like I said, I met you a couple of years ago. You've always been like this positive. I've never seen you like, how you meet somebody and like, ugh. It was never like that with her. She always thought, it's always the same.
That's good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She talked you up a whole lot before we got on here. So I was certainly glad to see the person behind the name. And then I was watching your content as well anyway. So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to meet her. That was awesome. So thank you so much for being.
I appreciate the opportunity. I really appreciate you guys even thinking to have me on here.
Yeah. But before you go, we always like to play a little game. We're going to switch it up a little because last week we did 21 questions.
Yes, we did 21 questions.
So we're going to allow you to pick 2 of the questions on this sheet we're going to ask, and you have to answer and elaborate.
Okay.
So just pick a number 1 through 21.
7.
7.
Everybody likes 7.
Right.
All right. Would you rather talk or text?
Okay. I'm gonna say talk because if you call me, I can answer you and talk to you right in that moment. If you text me, I could get back to you right then. But if I'm busy, it could be 3 to 5 business days.
Come on.
So,
Come on, 35.
so if you call me, like when I was younger, I used to text down, like I used to love texting. But
Yeah.
now, as an adult and just doing a lot of stuff, you gotta call me. If you need me, you gotta call me.
Just call me.
I'm a talker.
Yeah,
I mean, I would text, but I'm definitely a talker.
Just go ahead and talk and get it over with.
Things can be misconstrued, especially
Yeah.
if you're arguing or you're trying to get something conveyed.
Yes.
Just call me.
Yeah, you gotta call me nowadays.
Yeah. Good deal.
Another number.
Let's do 18.
18. What is the longest relationship you've had?
The longest relationship is actually my current one, and we've been together for October was a year.
1 year?
Yeah, it's been over a year. So October was a year.
Okay.
In October. So
That's
it's probably like 14 months. Yeah, it's my longest relationship.
Okay.
That's what's
I
up.
don't play games with people. You get dropped. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, so you went the one red flag gone.
Yeah, no, you out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I feel you.
I feel like we did do one more.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, one more.
Let's do we did 7, 18. Let's do 21.
21.
21.
Okay, what is one of your short-term goals?
One of my short-term goals is to let me see. I think one of my short-term goals would be to launch my academy because it's almost done. It's almost finished. So to launch my content creation academy. So yeah.
Right. And what's your time frame for that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I have to give myself deadlines. Deadlines are important because if I don't, I'm going to procrastinate. So I want to launch it before my birthday. So my birthday is March 28th. So I want to do it before my birthday. So probably I'm going to say around like the 15th of March-ish.
Okay.
We would definitely be looking out for it.
Thank you.
Come on,
it'll probably be done before then though. Probably. But that's like my deadline, my top time.
Oh,
Gotcha. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you again so much. Please tell everybody where we can find you. Anything else that we're able to, look at you on as far as what all of your content creation. Let us know what's going on.
Okay, so all of my handles are @theycrave_Nikki. Crave with the K. @theycrave_Nikki. I am on TikTok. I am on Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat. So if you want to see the real me and what I do on a daily basis, go to Snapchat because that's
Snapchat does capture the real.
Yep, I post a lot on there. I'll be in my bonnet. Like I post the real on Snapchat. So if you want to see the real me and the behind the scenes of everything, go to Snapchat. But I'm on everything. All of those Threads is the same as They Crave. If I'm on the social, it's They Crave Nikki. I put everything in there.
So y'all
except Facebook. Facebook is Nikki Edwards. It's just
They Crave Nikki on TikTok and then Nikki Edwards on Facebook. I'm just talking to TikTok, but she's everywhere else as well at They Crave
_Nikki.
Yep. They Crave _Nikki Crave with a K. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Stay connected, and we will be looking for everything that you got going on. We will see you on next Saturday
in the 3 o'clock hour.
hour.
Bye.
Bye.